What's up, everybody? It's the Martian Comic Hunter coming at you with a video. This video is going to consist of a small haul pickup and mostly a 2018 past mid-year report, if you will. Back this year is kind of the first year that I've really done a want list, and it's kind of got me in a good place in collecting, only because I'm just not picking up as many books at the moment. I'll kind of talk about my or go over the 2018 want list, where I'm at so far, where I intend to be at the end of the year, and what I intend to pick up for the remainder of the year. But before that, just wanted to kind of go over a couple books. Again, not a big haul today. Really just refining my collection and continue to be disciplined in this 2018 list, which is very difficult to do, only because DC's putting out a lot of great B covers right now, and they're really tempting just to pick up, just sheerly for the art. But I've managed to pick up a little bit here and there, not too much, to be honest with you. I wish I have, but we'll see if those books catch steam. Hopefully I could run into those in the dollar or dollar bins or whatnot. But I guess it's that fear of missing out, right? Every Wednesday that all these awesome YouTubers are putting out Wednesday Warrior vids. It just kind of you get, I want to say disappointed, but you feel like you want to pick up a book or two, which I have, but it feels like you want to pick up a lot more. So shout outs to everybody for doing an awesome job in those Wednesday vids at keeping me informed and the community informed of what's hot, what's coming up, and things of that nature. So shout outs to the community. I did pick up this free preview, Stranger Things Ash Can. Just a big fan of the show in itself. Love the way it kind of has that 80s vibe to it. It's really cool. You know what I mean? It's kind of reminiscent of E.T., Goonies, mixed in with some really cool sci-fi and whatnot. So looking forward for this upcoming season 3. And I believe it breaks sometime in Halloween, October, November. I'm not really sure, but I'm really looking forward to sitting down and seeing that. The family's a big fan, so it's a cool thing to share with the family, especially my daughter and my wife, to sit down and watch a show that we really love and enjoy. And we just can't wait to get started on the next season of Stranger Things. So I don't know necessarily how much that one goes for. It was a free preview ash can, maybe going for a couple bucks or whatnot. Not a big deal. Picked it up just because I was a big fan. Mr. Miracle number 10. This was a book that I just had to have. Speaking of those B covers, this is actually an A cover for some strange reason. So pick me up 3 copies of that. It's gonna just sit in the long box, hopefully, and just see what happens to this book. May not, I don't know, it may not be worth anything someday, but to me it's just a great cover, so must have in my collection. And the other book that I just really enjoyed, it was this Catwoman number 2. Which is just a phenomenal art germ cover, and there's so much good stuff about this cover that's going on for it. Just the pose, the picture, the colors. It's just a phenomenal piece. So I had to pick up a couple copies of this. Again, don't know if it's going to be worth anything other than a great cover. It may be. I think Doom just uploaded a vid. Shout outs to Doom. Referred to this as possibly the next Catwoman 51. Just kidding, but he did reference that book, and it may turn out to be that next Catwoman someday. But for me, it was just a great cover. This Venom number 4, man, this book put a crazy buzz in the community when this when this book was released, and just a lot of books went hot, particularly that Thor: God of Thunder #2, which just went nuts. Fortunately for me, and I will say this, guys, I'm not a big eBay seller, but I did put that one on sale for a pretty ridiculous price, and got a best offer that I thought was very, very fair, and sold that one off. So Thor: God of Thunder, it's a Daniel Acuna cover. You go back to a couple of vids back and look at that vid. I want to say it's on one of my thumbnails. So great cover, had a lot going for it. This one had a lot of buzz. What is this? Probably a I don't know, $10, $12 book, steady, all day, $10, $12 book. So still pretty good book to have if you could find them for cheap. You know, eBay, you're always going to pay 10, 12 bucks. And that's pretty much it, other than two books that I have here that I've checked off, if you will. But early in the beginning of the year, you know, I really sat down and I said, all right, well, where do I want to go with my collection? What am I doing with it? Where do I tend to go? And, you know, I came up with a list of 23 books. Surprisingly enough, I'm at 10 checked off, which I didn't even think that I would get 10 so far. And I guess it just kind of shows you what you could really do if you sit down and have a plan, right? And a lot of us, rightfully so, are impulse buyers. We go out to the shops, we pick up certain things, what we like, what's on the shelves, all good. Trust me, all good. But for me, I just didn't like the way that was going for me. It wasn't as fulfilling than strategically sitting down and having that accomplishment of going for a specific book. Now, granted, a lot of these books are pretty pricey books, hard to find. As a matter of fact, they're all variants. But it's something that I enjoy, something that I wanted to accomplish, if you will. And I've managed to get to 10. So the first one off the list is this Inhumans #1. I just acquired this a couple weeks ago. To me, this is something that I wanted at a good price. It's a Monero cover. There's quite a bit of Milo Monero covers out there that are pretty pricey. Particularly that X-Force a Silac cover. That thing to me is probably his best work. There's also another, I want to say it's a Virgin variant of Vampirella. Just a gorgeous pose, gorgeous cover. Those obviously are on my next list. Surprisingly enough, they're not on this particular list, but just books that I'm always in the search for. But I'm really happy to have this Inhumans #1. It's a book that I've probably been chasing for 10 to 12 months. I've lost multiple auctions for one reason or another, but really happy I grabbed this one. And then the next book that, you know, is just for me, just a phenomenal book is this Punisher #2 Opina variant. 1 in 50. So I'm really happy to check off the Punisher and the Milo Monero. So really happy about that. And again, this is just a small little 2018 recap of where I'm at. And I'm just going to show these books real quickly here. And I'm just amazed and humbled, really, to have these books in my collection and to you know, slowly but surely build up a collection that I really enjoy and I'm really proud of. So I managed to pick up this incredible Hulk #4, which is freaking awesome. One of my favorite Venomized covers. Amity Girls #1, just an awesome Wonder Woman cover. You know, paired up with this beautiful, beautiful David Finch Wonder Woman. Just super stoked about that. Also, the Red She-Hulk #59, just a fucking awesome homage cover. This Red Hood painted cover is probably one of my favorite painted covers that I have in the collection. Just love this art style, love the book, love everything about it. Who could say more about this cover? This thing is freaking just amazing, gorgeous. I think it's the best Miss Marvel cover out there. Clearly I have some bias to it because I own the damn thing, but it is what it is. And obviously this Red She-Hulk number 58, which is just a phenomenal Greg Horn. Again, one of his best pieces in my collection. And again, some bias to there as well. But awesome to own those. You know, the next couple books are inspirational books, if you will, things that I aspire to have one day. And these are reprints, but believe it or not, these reprints actually fetch a couple bucks. You know what I mean? And let's just call them poor man's variants. It's really what they are. This Deadpool, J. Scott Campbell, just a freaking one of J. Scott Campbell's best work to date. And another JSC cover, this Wolverine #13. Sorry about the glare here, guys. It's just, it is what it is. It's the time of day. It's the sun right now. Just really happy to own these reprints, guys. Again, inspirational, aspirational things that I intend to acquire one day, hopefully, without losing an arm and a leg. But having had these in my hands and looking at them, to me, makes me want to own these bad boys one day. They don't come cheap. They don't come up very often. And when they do, they fetch a pretty good price. But surprisingly enough, not even a big Deadpool fan. But strangely enough, these are two Deadpool covers. So I don't know how that happened. Don't ask me. Just savor it a little bit. And, you know, just really looking forward to finishing off. Hopefully, if I could get 4 to 5 books off this list by the end of the year, I think I'll accomplish a great feat personally. Again, I added 23 books just as wiggle room. A lot of people did top 10, things of that nature. I wanted to give myself some flexibility only because of the prices that these books command. So that's it. I just want to thank everybody for liking, subscribing, always commenting on my vids. Everybody's doing a phenomenal job. There's a lot of awesome, great content out there. Lots of great YouTubers out there. Keep it going, guys. Let's make this community awesome, and we'll see you next time.